Welcome and thanks for joining us at EMII.com. I'm Remy Hookey for Hedge Fund Headlines. Today's Wednesday, July 16, 2008. Credit Suisse has hired former Lehman Brothers CFO Erin Callan as Managing Director and head of its Global Hedge Fund Business. The company said that in this newly created position, Callan will join the Investment Bank Management Committee and the Global Client Steering Committee. In this role, Callan will spearhead Credit Suisse's strategic advisory and coverage efforts serving the hedge fund industry. Callan joins Credit Suisse from Lehman Brothers, where she worked for 13 years, having served most recently as Chief Financial Officer. Her appointment is effective September 2, 2008, and she will be based in New York. And staying with hedge fund headlines, funds raised for private equity investing in Asia fell 21.5% in the first half of 2008, according to data from Asia Venture Capital Journal. This according to Reuters. The news implies the ripple effect of the credit crisis that slammed the U.S. is reaching the Asian markets after putting a hold on leveraged buyout deals in the U.S. and Europe. Since the beginning of 2008, fundraising dropped to $19.2 billion from $24.5 billion 1 year ago. New investments dropped 22.7% to $42 billion. And in more hedge fund news, hedge fund manager William Ackman, planning to bet against shares of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, has tipped Treasury and Federal Reserve officials to a plan to reorganize the companies that would wipe out stockholders. This according to Bloomberg News. Ackman said in an interview that Fannie Mae can raise about $86 billion in capital by giving investors in $750 billion of senior unsecured notes 90 cents on the dollar in the debt of a new company with the balance in equity. Investors in Fannie Mae's $11 billion of junior debt would get warrants, while common and preferred shareholders would get nothing. This according to the plan. Ackman, who oversees $6 billion Pershing Square Capital Management and recommended selling MBIA Incorporated shares before they tumbled 93% over the last year, said he holds short positions on Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac stock. And in other hedge fund news, Melissa Cove, formerly of Bear Stearns, has formed Cove Point Capital, a new hedge fund with nearly $1 billion in assets. This according to a letter the firm sent to its investors. Co-ran Bear's Emerging Markets Macro Fund, which generated returns of more than 25% from 2005 to 2007 through currency, sovereign debt, equity, and other investing strategies. New York-based Cove Point has assets of about $925 million, mainly from previous investors in the Bear Fund. And that rounds out today's hedge fund headlines. Thanks for joining us on EMII.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click onto our hedge fund channel online and read the full stories as well as the latest developments.